it out.
49
we got
minutes.
49 minutes. That's perfect amount. Yes. It took us a minute to get this fucking computer cleaned up, bro.
Is it switched to both sides?
Yes, it is. Right? I can hear you perfectly. I can hear the soft swallows of your nice little Bud Light over there.
Fuck yeah.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another podcast.
We got Chance James Nielsen.
We got Cody Johnson, Cody House, Cody Kiss.
Guess what? While I was in the shower, I came up with a really good idea to talk to you about.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did. And I told Siri to write it down so
really?
I wouldn't forget.
Did you say, hey, Siri, like 9 times before she responded?
Exactly.
I heard you do that the other day.
Bro, she never fucking responds. She's a dick. Sometimes at work in the headphones, I'll like talk to Siri and then she'll sometimes say something, sometimes she won't. And I'm like, Siri. I just sit there saying it a bunch of times. I'm like, okay, I could have had my phone out by now and I should press the button to fucking play the Spotify podcast. But I was going to talk to you about, do you think about like alternate dimensions and shit? Like if space is truly infinite,
every decision you make is a different reality.
Not just that, but there's every possible reality out
that.
There. Yeah, like maybe there's bat people out there, or like fucking dolphin people, or weird shit like that. But like, what I was mainly thinking about was like, imagine a dimension where like we still have like hands for feet, like monkeys, but we're just like this, bro. But we don't wear shoes.
And we're just fucking around with hands as feet.
Yeah,
we just got 4 pairs of hands.
And we could still like strengthen our legs to where we could do like pull-ups with our fucking legs.
Oh, leg day is just
leg curls with pull-ups.
Oh, dude, we'd be ripped as fuck if we did leg curls.
Bro. Monkeys can just like swing themselves up and shit. It's
no wonder their fucking shit is just steel cord. Monkeys will rip your dick off, dude.
Yeah, monkey fucking babies just sink in water. Our babies are fat. Like, they float. Yeah. And babies naturally know how to hold their breath. It's kind of crazy. Like, if you don't... I'm not advising this, but...
If you drown your child, they'll actually survive for, like, 10 seconds before they die.
You throw a baby in the water, it will hold its breath. But it has to be a newborn baby. And I don't know how old the cutoff is, so don't be fucking...
Do you lose that ability at an age?
You do, because then you gotta learn how to hold your breath.
What? Like, you start out knowing how to hold your breath instinctively.
Yeah, because it's an instinct. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, there's...
Well, maybe you gotta learn how to hold your breath, but, like, if cold water hits you, you're immediately like...
Yeah. And babies they always gotta be warm, so that makes sense. But there's a theory that there's, like, water monkeys in our history. You know what I'm saying? Because chimps can't go in the water and shit.
Well, we all came from, like, a water-based fucking animal, like a shrew or something like that.
Yeah, like, what if there's, like, a water base in us where, like, our babies are just naturally more
water
buoyant?
Monkeys? Maybe that's the aliens. Maybe that's why we never find them. It's because they're just in the... They know how to... Like, they're as good as we are, plus better at just being in the water.
Bro, think about this.
Have you seen those videos of the UFOs going into the water?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
those are water monkeys.
Think about this, bro. How much of the fucking Earth is covered in ocean?
A lot of it. Like 80%.
Most of the fucking Earth. These motherfucking aliens were like, Jesus Christ. These humans keep fucking dying in the water. They can't fucking stay in here.
Make them breathe air.
Make them fucking breathe air.
We'll live in the water,
Make them so that they can float and teach them how to fucking navigate this shit, bro. Like, what are you doing? We probably just kept sinking. How many people you think died in the ocean, bro?
A lot.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot. Or any water, like how many water-related... Hold on.
We can Google shit now. Bro, your body goes away in the ocean, they're never finding you. You're gone. Said
320,000 annual drownings.
Holy shit.
Oh, man, those people are not good at swimming.
Oh, my God. Well, when you're fighting the fucking ocean current, sometimes you can't.
Yeah, imagine fighting it for like 4 days and then being like, all right, I'm out.
I'm just going to give up. And then
just peace out and shark comes and bites your dick off, dude.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Haven't you gone to the ocean before?
Yeah, my parents got married in Key West.
Where is that?
It's like the island off of Florida. It's like the southernmost point of the U.S.
Yeah. I didn't even know that was a thing. Show me a map.
Key West? Yeah, pull it up.
Yeah, we might as well.
I am Jamie.
Huh. And, like, did you swim in the ocean and stuff?
Yeah, we scuba dived.
Did it try to, like, pull you out or anything?
No, not really.
Huh. I thought just like it was always strong and shit, and always trying to pull you out.
This is Florida. Key West is down here.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's off an island, yeah.
That's awesome.
It's this big. Like this, these are city blocks. Like
Bro,
this is how big Key West is.
We're fucking learning on the goddamn podcast.
I've been in the Gulf of Mexico. I've been in both of the oceans.
Where have you been? Tell us. Everywhere. Tell us
everywhere.
All of it. Yes.
Your mom's house for starters, dude.
You told me that. I approve.
I liked Colorado. My mom took me to San Diego on my 17th birthday, so that's where the other ocean came from.
2 oceans?
Oh, no, she took me to... No, did she? I don't remember. Yeah. Their marriage was, like, I think the first time I had seen an ocean. Mm-hmm. So I was, like 12 or something like that. And then Gulf of Mexico, and then, 17th birthday, I went to San Diego. And then... I don't know where else I've been. I lived in Colorado for like a month. Wisconsin, Iowa.
What do you think represents you the most? Like what place?
Honestly, probably Iowa.
You think so?
Yeah.
You country boy?
I'm not country boy, but I'm more country than I was in Wisconsin.
Country than boy.
Wisconsin, I was like city boy. I don't fuck with that.
You used to dye your hair and shit?
I had dyed hair. I had white and red hair and black and purple hair.
Oh my god.
And full purple hair.
I won't lie. I tried to dye my hair one time, but I had a black afro. That shit was not happening. I tried to dye it red.
We were both mentally unstable, but you just had bad genes.
I'm like, God damn it, why am I so black?
I just worked at a gas station with like a crazy lady that wanted to be a hairdresser. So she's like, oh yeah, I'll bleach your hair. Yeah, that's good. Do you want to haircut? I'm like, yeah, for sure.
I guess, if it's free.
Yeah,
Did
pretty
you have
much.
to pay her?
No.
Oh my god.
I offered to. She's like, no.
Is that the one that like all the weird motherfucking meth heads and shit would walk into?
No, that's the one that the tweaker, like the tweaker that stripped in the gas station that I worked at and then walked across the 6-lane interstate.
Oh my god.
Went to that one.
I forgot.
So like she worked at that one. I would help out and like open there, but I worked at the one like in downtown that would get fucked up all the time.
That is insane.
Yeah.
And she didn't get hit or nothing?
By what?
By any cars when she was walking down?
Oh no, not her. She wasn't the one cutting my hair.
No. You said she was walking
down
the highway.
There was a tweaker. It was a dude. No, not her.
Oh.
A tweaker stripped naked in my gas station. Threw up outside everywhere. I called the fucking cops. I'm like, yo, there's a fucking crazy meth head tweaking the fuck out, taking his clothes off outside my gas station. Come get this motherfucker. They come. They're like, bro, put your pants on. Put your pants on. They don't even arrest him. They're just like, all right, go. Because they probably see like a million of them a day. This motherfucker walks from that gas station all the way through Waukesha. Like, I showed you my old apartment and everything. All the way to the interstate from there. Mm-hmm. From, like, that gas station that I pointed out.
Yeah.
To the interstate. Across the interstate. Like, caused a car crash or something. To the other gas station that the same guy owned.
And he was
that
naked?
I was working at.
Just walked in naked?
The cops made him put his clothes back on.
Oh.
And then he goes to that gas station, grabs a big-ass thing of Red Bull, and then goes behind the counter and grabs, like, a carton of cigarettes. And then Evan's, like, standing in front of the door. This is, like, at the time, one of my friends. He's like, yo, bro, what are you doing? And he's like, I need you to spot me, man. I'm homeless. And he's like, I would spot you if it was, like, food, but you grabbed a 20-ounce Red Bull and a carton of cigarettes. Like, this is not an essential thing.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm going to light this place on fire. So basically, there's, like, the cops could have just arrested this guy or, like, done something. But instead, they caused, like, 2 domestic disturbances.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I forgot you told me that he walked in.
I was so mad about that shit. I called the sheriff's office. I was like, why didn't you guys fucking arrest this guy? Mm-hmm. He went and fucked up our other business.
Yeah. And he owned both of them. Why the fuck were they so close to each other?
Yeah, the owner, I won't say his name, but the owner of that gas station was pretty pissed about, like, the response by the sheriff's office because they, for real, were like, all right, bro, get out of here. And the motherfucker went to the other one that the same guy owned.
Why didn't he get arrested? Isn't that public intox? Is that not illegal?
I think he was, like, tweaker.
Oh, my God.
Does public intox count if you're on, like, meth and shit, too?
We're
behind. We fell behind.
What are you talking about?
Look at me talk.
Yeah, it'll fix itself.
Okay.
It should, hopefully.
Oh, we're basically back now. All right, sorry.
Yeah.
We're still figuring it out, folks. I love you guys.
It's always breaking down. It's hard to fucking manage this shit. It's like a whole nother job.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. That's why I just record, because I don't know how to fuck with all this shit and all that shit. There's a bunch of shit on the screen.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Oh, it actually goes down when you go down in minutes. You know how much more you have.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a really good app. It just lags sometimes. But like,
I've never heard of this thing.
I haven't either. I just Googled it. Like, can you connect?
That's black people 101. I just Googled it.
Exactly. Because I told you one morning, I'm like, bro, I had a dream that I could connect my phone to my laptop. I was like, I wonder if I could do that. And I fucking just Googled it. And then it fucking popped up, this app. And I'm like, oh shit, I can. This is wild. Now I have good camera quality, and I can use the mic
and
at the
laptop
same time.
computer abilities. Yeah,
that laptop computer was dog.
Oh well, yeah. Now that we got computer, we're gonna be all right. But for a while there, it was not good.
It's still dog. I'm just kidding.
I'm a beast, dude.
When did you start doing that shit?
I was like 15 or 16.
Really?
Yeah.
You had one? Who gave it to you?
I bought it off of Amazon, and it was like a shitty trainer. It was not a knife. It was like a clink, 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 like you know this one. You know I've told you like this doesn't make any noise.
Yeah, like the ones you had before. Like
yeah,
I'm not to
like
talk shit. No, those ones kind of suck.
Oh, they were over here, but those ones were so ass.
Yeah,
and that's like what I used for like 4 years, and now I got this one.
That was like the first ones you bought though, when you like worked at Bago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would like these are just tester ones to see if I still got it. Like,
yeah, and then like 8 months later, I was like, all right, I still got it. Time to drop $300 on like a crack raking from Squid Industries. Yeah,
it's wild. I can't do that because it kind of worries me.
Yeah,
it's a literal knife. You're throwing a knife around, bro. Like, what are you doing?
I'm just tossing it, bro. I'm just having fun.
That's insane. Like, what kind of fucking shit do humans get into? Like, we don't know how to survive, first of all. Yet we're gonna try to throw a knife around. It'd be like,
it's fun. It's like balancing chaos between your fingers. It's like balancing potential pain. Like you have power.
It's kind of like welding.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like my nervous tick nowadays. When I get nervous, I whip this motherfucker out.
What did you used to do?
When I get nervous?
Yeah.
Have panic attacks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm freaking out, man.
Nah, it was more like scream crying, but yeah.
Yeah. I guess I would have. You consider that a panic attack?
Scream crying like in waves. That's how you know it's a panic attack. Is when you're like, you calm down for like 2 minutes, then you go right back to it, and then you calm down, and go right back. Not like rage. Is that what you're thinking about? Like
no, I'm trying to imagine if I've ever had an experience like that.
No, you would know. It's one of those things you would know. Like you can't breathe and shit. It's terrible. It sucks.
Well, I've had like
We're behind again.
It's fine.
Alright.
Fuck it.
I love you guys. We're still trying to figure out the upgrades.
Hopefully the audio is good.
Do we have to do 60 frames per second? Is that our problem?
Try to go down or up or whatever.
I don't think you can adjust it once we start recording. That's the thing.
You can't? That's bullshit.
Well, that makes sense. It's like probably formatted in a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who watches?
Look at how behind that is. I'm about to sip my beer.
Should we delete it and restart? We're only 13 minutes in.
Nah, it'll catch up. We gotta stop moving so much. I feel like that's our problem. I said my beer so much later than I said I did. Holy shit, we're still lagging. Whatever. Let's not focus on that. Listen to the audio, folks. If you really care, listen to the audio. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, we're just sitting here talking. The picture really doesn't matter.
I love you guys so much. Please support our podcast.
All you gotta do is put your phone in your pocket and listen to this.
You're getting very EP. You're gonna sleep. Don't think. Just eep.
What the fuck?
Alright. You ever get into 9/11 conspiracies at all?
Sounds weird.
Does it?
Yeah. 9/11 conspiracies?
Yeah.
Some of them, yeah, like they've detonated bombs in there. Or it was an inside job.
Oh, man. I was about to start talking about them, but look at it now.
That's why I said, before it gets too late, we better stop it, delete it, and start
it. No, we could stop it and just cut it.
Alright, mine. Look, we got more time now.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is this? The computer's having a meltdown.
My computer's fucking
Donald Trump and Steve Bannon on collision course.
Get that shit out of here.
Bro, we're about to eat tacos tonight, boy. I'm excited.
Tacos are gonna smack.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I've been craving tacos for a minute. Tacos are gonna be good.
I hope you fucking defrosted hella meat. Oh,
bro, yeah. I defrosted one of those ones that I brought home from my dad's. Those big packages of meat.
Yeah, your dad's got a big package of meat.
Whoa, you're gay as hell, boy. What the fuck you do at work today? Run an office?
Yeah, just
same
bullshit.
shit you do every day?
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't say it was bullshit. Why are you saying it's bullshit?
It's just stressful as fuck.
You like it, though?
Yeah, towards the end of the day, it gets cool. You know, I'm talking to Kim and shit about 9/11 conspiracies and all that fucking fun stuff.
Yeah.
He brought a Glock 43 today. This motherfucker might wear a different gun every day, for all I know. Like, yeah, he's got him. He's got an amount.
Does he shoot every day or what?
If the government is listening, stop listening.
We don't approve of these.
He's got like a place at his house where he could just shoot and never get bored. Like, he's got I don't want to like give away too many personal details, but he's got a good setup. I'll say that.
Give away all the personal details, please. Give me all of your personal details. Where the fuck did you live when you were 7 years old?
I actually forgot what we were talking about.
I don't remember what the fuck the other video was about, man. I ain't gonna lie. But what we can't talk about is chicken nuggets. Nah, but
what type of bullshit do you think they're putting in our cigarettes?
Probably a lot of bullshit. A lot of chemicals.
Do you think so?
They're not good for us. But they do.
Because my only thought with that is like, I don't know.
Still good.
Maybe some cigarettes they're putting like chemicals in and shit. But also it costs money to buy chemicals. Why wouldn't you just have like good tobacco nicotine that gets them addicted and they like a certain flavor? Like, I think the flavor is the flavor what you're saying the chemicals is? Because are you saying it's like malintent, they want to poison us with chemicals, or are you saying like flavor is the chemicals?
I'm saying maybe they grow a shitty tobacco and like
dose it the fuck
it's like, yeah,
like fake weed.
They
got
exactly.
Reggie
It's like a spice. You know what I'm saying? They like beef it up so that you're really addicted to these chemicals, and it's not really what nicotine.
You know, somebody bought American Spirits. It's not American Spirits anymore. Somebody bought it.
Yeah. I googled it. I ain't gonna lie.
You're the one who told me that?
Yeah, okay. Because I googled it when you first got me on American Spirits, bro, and I was already addicted.
That's my bad.
Exactly. I was already addicted. I'm like, let's see if Chance is fucking with me. He's like, oh, it used to be, but now somebody else fucking bought it. It was like Marlboro or something. I'm like, yeah, these aren't clean anymore. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know it was like Marlboro. Well, I also smoke Marlboros. Is Camel bad? Who do you think's the worst?
I don't know.
Because I fluctuate between Smooth, Spirits, and Camels, so I'm kind of hidden.
Probably Black American Spirit. Those are probably the worst for you. It's like a fucking
Those taste the worst. If you're drunk and you feel like committing suicide, get a Black American Spirit in you.
Bro, I smoked one time and fell into a gutter.
At work, by the way.
They're strong cigarettes.
He showed up.
It was not at work. It was at the playtime office.
He showed up to a daycare center.
No, I was at work.
And just started ripping dart in class.
And I was a little hungover and drunk from last night, and
I fed him an American Spirit, because this motherfucker was smoking Dutches.
Yeah.
Straight, like, you know what you wrap weed in? Nah, no weed in it. Just you buy it from the gas station and smoke it how it is. Isn't that shit insane?
I want to say something
about that. Comment below if that's crazy.
Think about this. If all tobacco and shit is just shitty and cheap, because why wouldn't a company make it shitty and cheap if they, well, like, not even intentionally. Like, all right, you know how, like,
they're making so much money off of tobacco.
Let me make an argument. Okay. Let me make an argument.
Okay, go.
You know how most car companies own, like, the same cars, but they're in different, like, places. Like, you told me you can order parts for certain cars and then the same parts, right? Because it's the same manufacturer.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Headlight bulbs and like shit like that.
They got more expensive cars and then they've got cheaper cars, right? So what if they just grow tobacco and then they fucking get some good tobacco sometimes, they get some shitty tobacco sometimes. And they take that shitty tobacco and spice it up a little bit because they don't want to ruin their name. And so they fucking roll it up in a little Dutchie, or you roll it up in a cigarette, because People buy cigarettes a shit ton, and if you can cut the price of how much you're getting that tobacco for, or if it's a lesser quality and you can still pass it off with chemicals to get the same effect, then why wouldn't you?
Here's my problem with that.
It's business, bro.
I know, but here's my problem. There's no, like, bad cigarette. There's cigarettes that are worse than other cigarettes.
All cigarettes are terrible for our lungs.
No, listen.
Okay.
Like, they all hit the same is what I'm saying. Like, there's no bad cigarette. Like, you never, like, buy a pack like, what the fuck? Like, this shit is not weak. Or, like, it never doesn't work. Like, when you smoke a cigarette, it works.
Even if it's, like, the shittiest cigarette.
Is it like, shitty tobacco, or is all tobacco, like, more or less the same, and they just mark it up differently based on the flavor chemicals they put in? That was, like, my original argument. Is I think it's probably like weed is now. Imagine if weed was cigarettes. Mm-hmm. And, like, for hundreds of years, people have been, instead of smoking, like, pipe tobacco, they've been smoking pipe weed. And we had that amount of time to develop weed. Like, you know how strong weed is nowadays? Mm-hmm. Imagine if we had the time scale of tobacco to develop strong weed.
We have, haven't we? Like,
kind of, but, like, imagine if...
We started growing tobacco a long time ago.
No, imagine if it was weed.
Yeah.
Weed instead of tobacco. How strong would weed be today if we started weed when we started tobacco? Like, trying to develop
It'd be super
potency.
Strong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying tobacco is. Is like, tobacco has had that time frame. Probably all of tobacco is decent.
Who's to say that weed hasn't been growing that long?
It has, but it hasn't been as big.
Yeah, but think about it. You're a human.
The tobacco industry was the first, like, monopoly. Do you remember that? It was, like, the first monopoly.
How far back are we talking right now?
As far back as tobacco.
And how far back is that?
I don't remember, but it was the first monopoly.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
Do you remember when we looked up... It was one of our early podcasts when we looked up what the big three monopolies were.
Hold up.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying now. What you're saying is that a company is manufacturing it and they're trying to make it as best as possible. And if weed got that same jump start... And they've been doing that
for so long.
See,
like, weed is so strong nowadays.
Yeah.
It has kind of, but it hasn't had... Imagine if it has kind of, but times 100 based on the amount of years it's taken. So tobacco has had that amount of time to develop. I think tobacco is... It's probably old, decent tobacco now. Mm-hmm. Most weed nowadays is decent weed. It's all probably, like, pretty decent tobacco. There's probably not, like... They're probably not getting a whole lot of shitty tobacco where people start noticing. Oh, lock the fuck in.
Lock the fuck in. I forgot about him. But I agree. You're probably right.
Feed me, Daddy. Thank you.
Whoa. He's getting a little gay around here, man.
Sorry. I'm going to suck my own penis here pretty soon.
I'm going to try to. Oh, my God. I always run out of things to talk about. Yeah. I mean, I guess we're just talking. There's nothing specific we're supposed to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking...
The sky was pretty blue today, man.
The sky was pretty blue. It's finally getting warm out. We had a day that was like 70 degrees. We had a day that was like fucking 2 degrees. And now it's back up to like 50s. And now it's going to start trending towards warmer. I'm a meteorologist. My name is Charlie Shortino.
Cheese Nelson here, reporting live for the weather.
Do you have like a favorite car? Have I ever asked you that, if you have like a favorite car?
I like trucks, but that's just because I've been pre-programmed by my dad.
Yeah. Do you have like a specific truck?
It's Rams, man.
So you already drive like a pretty decent truck in your
I like what I drive.
Okay.
I'm addicted to what I drive, man. I love that truck. You get a little gas, like... You drove it. You like it?
Yeah.
They got nice engines in there.
No.
I mean, they
like decent. They got decent engines.
When
those engines fail, they blow up. You have to buy a whole new other engine. Yeah.
My dad had to do that because my sister blew up 3 cars.
Yeah. Hemis?
No. One was... I don't think any of them were a Hemi.
Oh. Well,
when you blew up 3 cars. Have you ever blew up a car?
The Volkswagen. The Volkswagen is more or less blown up. The timing is jumped. The first engine that I had in it, I blew up. If that makes you feel better. This is the second.
Yeah. But that was from the dealership, so like that's kind of their fault.
I had a misfire I didn't fix on my Subaru, so I was like getting close to blowing it up if I had just let that go. And
you were in my state. You're like, I don't have the money really, and
I was like, it's not 16.
Really important.
I was like 16. I was like, what is this engine light? It doesn't drive.
Oh, you didn't know? Okay.
Yeah, and then I had not really. The Subaru would have if I wouldn't have whipped shitties and blown an axle out and then just decided to total it out.
What about that one that you fucking flew into that tree trunk or whatever?
That's the Subaru.
Oh, shit.
Same car, yeah.
That's crazy. You almost died.
That happened, and then I started whipping shitties in it because I just gave up on it, and we're just like, I'm gonna total this thing out.
Oh, what happened when it did that? The engine was gonna blow again, or what?
What, whipping shitties?
Nah, when the engine light came on, you just started whipping shitties?
It was just one spark plug. No, when I hit the fucking tree in the ditch and popped a hole in my door, I started whipping shitties because I gave up on the car. So it's like, this thing is already totaled, the frame is already bent. The engine light came on because the spark plugs were going out.
Yeah.
It'd have been like 120,000 miles without spark plugs.
I wasn't understanding what you were saying. So you still were able to drive that car after you hit that tree?
Yeah. I drove it to school the same day.
I didn't know that,
I was on my way to school and fucking banked it into the ditch and then just turned around and kept going to school. Yeah.
You didn't tell me that part, bro. Like,
my bad.
I thought you had to get it totaled or fucking... You had to get it towed or something?
Like
you
a
just
man,
fucking drove out of there?
Like a man, I put it into first gear and just pulled the fuck out of there and went to school. And then I called my dad. I was like, hey, I fucked up, man.
Bro, when I first started driving...
He was like, Jesus Christ, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you're a fucking idiot. I was like, yeah.
When I first started driving, I was in I think, Wendy's parking lot with Tony and her sister Rebecca, right? And so... I was backing out, and I hit some dude's truck. And I'm like, because I've never been in that situation before. I'm like, what do? I'm like, do I go in and ask somebody? And they're like, drive! Like, took the fuck off. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, you just...
But I think I hit his hitch.
On the podcast? Oh, okay.
No, I think I hit his hitch. I definitely hit his hitch.
You hit
because I did the same shit on accident to my neighbor.
If a judge was watching?
These were approved accidents.
He hit his hitch.
There was an officer there, and it was an approved accident.
I'm from the government, and I'm here to help you.
Thank you. I am your therapist, and you sit down, please.
I'm from the government.
I need $500
You recently purchased an AR-15 with a silencer on it. I would like to see it, please.
My AR-15 has surround sound.
Hell yeah, bro.
I got speakers on it.
It plays Kid Rock. And I shoot my...
There was one time Thomas showed me he showed me a dude that had gold guns. But he wouldn't shoot most of them, but one he shot.
The AK?
No, I think it was a pistol.
People get gold AKs all the time.
Bro, but he had
Gold Eagle?
But it was a bunch of gold guns, like Uzi, all kinds of shit just for investment. He would just put it in his safe and keep it in there. That's awesome.
It's cool, but like, what type of investment is
It's gold, bro.
No, it's not real gold. It's painted gold.
No,
you're not shooting with gold.
You can fucking wrap gold. You could take a
bullet
tiny
would
piece
like
of gold.
melt gold. The heat
like
that
I'm sure
bullet...
this was a tiny piece of gold, and they just wrapped around something.
When I shoot that gun, a fireball comes out of the end. When I shoot that gun, a fireball comes out of the end of it. It's gonna melt gold.
I know. That's why you can't shoot them.
Gold plated or
one of
gold
them.
solid?
Gold plated.
Okay.
They're not solid gold, but they were gold plated.
I thought you were saying it was solid. I was
yeah. No.
Nuh-uh.
But he shot one of them, and it fucked the gun up. That's why he doesn't shoot. You can only shoot the gold guns like 40-some times. Like, you can't shoot them. There's like...
Yeah.
Google that.
Pretty gay and
Google
retarded
that
to
for
get
me,
a gold gun.
please.
That's like...
I want to see how many times you can shoot a gold gun. In caps lock. We're serious about this shit.
I always type in caps lock. It makes them know I'm serious.
Bring up the fucking best answer.
2 rounds for use, 1 magazine, and 1 reserve. Oh, this is 007.
No.
Have you ever played 007? There's a gold gun in 007.
Search gold-plated gun. Maybe that'll give us a different answer. How many times can you shoot a gold-plated gun? What do we got?
Any gold plating I've seen on guns used to look like crap. Recently sold a GP100 Tallow that had a hammer trigger cycle latch plated. All 3 were spotty Pinto looking, and I would keep it out.
Yeah, they shit out pretty quick. Gold's not meant for all that.
Why the fuck would you be like, this is an investment? This is a smart... Yeah, this is going to be worth money in like
I just thought it was cool because I think gold's cool.
It would be cool to have like a gold AK. But,
bro, I was talking
but also, we like to go to the range and shoot.
Yeah.
So I have a gold. I have an AK-47 that I can't shoot. That would bug. Well, if I had like 3 AKs and 1 was gold plated, we'd go shoot the fun AKs and just be like, put that gold AK.
That's
above
what I'm
that
saying.
katana.
Just put it on the wall or something, and that's worth money if you're ever in a pickle. That's what I think about when I'm like investing in gold.
Or you can like rob somebody with it too.
Because like if I really needed to, this was from my grandparents. But if I really was in oh my God, I'm on the street type situation. I could sell this. That's why I wear it.
If you ever get into it, I'm on the street. Don't wear it because you'll get robbed.
I never would sell it, just because my grandparents gave it to me. But we were talking about the other night about gold bars and shit, like buying gold bars and how big they can be.
Oh yeah, like the biggest gold bar is like $13.2
Oh yeah, I think I was talking to my dad about buying gold bars. Then I think we were both like all of us.
Yeah.
But
it's on your mind.
He was talking about.
You were telling me you called somebody when you were like 14. You're like, I'm thinking about investing in gold.
I was like 17, 18, but I was still broke as fuck. It was probably when I first started at Bago.
It's like, you're going to need $10,000.
I didn't know how to manage money, and I wasn't having money anytime soon.
Yeah.
I think there's some divine essence that, like, it gives you everything you need at a certain time. And I could not. If I had money at that time, I'd blow it all.
You know how you really kickstart buying gold? You buy fake gold off the dark web. Flip it to some retard because it's in unopened. Hold on. Let me walk you through it. You buy like a fake.
If the FBI is listening, Chance Nielsen is just joking for the podcast.
There's certain marketplaces, like, it'll say, like, whatever drugs you want to buy.
Mm-hmm.
It'll say, like, digital, whatever, like, people's informations, credit card scams, whatever you want to buy. It'll be, like, Bitcoin wallets of people you can buy with, like, their codes. Some of them have money, some of them don't. And then it'll be, like, counterfeits. And you can buy, like, dollars. Yeah. You can buy, like, pesos, whatever the fuck. You can buy gold. And it's in these, like, it's like a little gold bar, and it's, like, 10 grand or something like that. But it's not real gold. But it's in an unopened package.
Does it weigh the same amount?
Yeah, it'll weigh the same amount, but it's in an unopened...
Exactly the same, but it's not gold.
Yeah, and it's in an unopened package. That's the real kicker, is, like, they sell these little packages of, like, a gold bullion, basically. Like a little gold bar. Like, for real, like, this size.
Yeah, like that 10-gram one. That's, like, it's just a little square.
Not even
a little rectangle.
Like this.
What? Yeah, a little rectangle.
Like
yeah,
a little one.
Yeah,
you went like this.
I know. No. I went like this.
Yeah.
Mine's bigger, but yeah, we're talking about the same thing.
It's like a $5,000 rectangle or something. You can buy them for like $120 or something. And then if you take it to a retard at a pawn shop, and they're like, "Oh, it's an unopened package with $10,000 of gold. I'll give you $10,000 for it." Then you get the $10,000.
Even if you cut a deal, if you cut a deal, you're like, "Let me get $5,000 for it, bro. I just need money right now." And he'll be like, "Holy shit, this is worth $10,000. I'm only giving him $5." And then you go buy a real one.
And then he's like, "Let me melt this down real quick," and it'll leave.
I was gonna and then it almost fell because this bench, bro.
Beer.
I got no room to stand up like that. I don't know why I did it. I just got excited.
We're Bud Lighting.
I don't Bud Lighting.
You are Bud Lighting.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're only Captain Morganing.
Who's that?
You're Jack Danieling.
Is he a scientist somewhere?
Yeah, he's basically Einstein of alcohol. But.
Bro, what did you think about when Cat Williams was talking about how, like, it's too apparent that there's something else that's watching over us.
Everything lines up.
Exactly. If like cheese, or if milk goes moldy, it becomes cheese. If wheat becomes moldy, you know what I'm saying?
Kind of. Well, I think
obviously
it's
you gotta process it, but
he's talking about the Joe Rogan Cat Williams episode. By the way, it's the new Joe Rogan 211. I think it's 2111 is the episode. It's on YouTube too. But regardless, I think it's kind of like what you always say with like the goddess or whatever you call it. Like it.
Yeah.
People subscribe to, like, he was talking about this too, like Judaism, Islamism, and Christianity or whatever the fuck, like the three main things, and they all have like a creator. The people that don't subscribe to that are considered atheists. But I think there's another gray area that me and you fall into, which is just like, it's something. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's any of this stuff. I think the story. I think the stories make sense. I don't know if it's any of like the creator stuff, but it all does line up. The hieroglyphs make sense, like why there's always a creator. It would make sense that we were created or genetically modified. Yeah, it all lines up. Like cows eat the grass. You would need grass to make the cows. The cows make the milk. The milk goes old, and you do whatever. You make a cheese. Or like you get an abundance of grain. You can make beer. That's why it's a gift from God. That's why it's called spirits. Mm-hmm. You get more rice. You make sake. You get more potatoes. You make vodka. It's spirit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it. It's a gift from the gods. Mm-hmm. I forgot where I was going. Help me out.
I don't know where you're going, but I'll help you. I think Joe believes in that same shit. And that's why he's like, hold on, wait a minute.
You were asking me what I thought about Cat Williams saying that it all lines up. That was the original question.
Yeah.
So,
but like,
what do you think about Cat Williams saying it all lines up?
Well, obviously I believe in that shit, but now I have a different question for you. What do you consider it in your mind? Because I used to consider it a god. Like, when I was a kid, I don't know if I ever told you this, when I was a kid, I only believed in science. Like, if I could not prove it with science, if it could not be weighed and measured, I did not believe.
So you were like an atheist, like a staunch atheist.
Well, I guess I was, until junior year when my teacher, who was a pastor, or a preacher, I mean, he taught me about agnosticism, where, like, you just don't believe in anything. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm kind of that. Because it's like, I don't believe, but I don't disbelieve. If I got, like, an experience that would make me believe, then I would believe in it. And then I fucking blasted out of my mind.
Yeah.
And now I have a science
you have a spirituality
education, but then I'm trying to lean into the spiritual side. But I used to call it a god because that's just what everybody calls it, and we all imagine this, like, bearded figure with robes and shit. But, like, the way I think about it now is because, like, from what I've researched and shit, like, women used to hold, like, psychedelic rituals and shit because they're more empathetic and they're more nurturing, they're more emotional, they can tend to...
Some of them were fertility rituals.
Exactly. And, so, everything comes from the mother. Like, Mother Ayahuasca, that's just psychedelics, but... like Mother Nature, and then you got like animals and plants. Even plants have gender, and they come from the mother. They have to come from the seed, and we all come from that. Whether it be eggs, seeds, or fucking just coming out like we are.
I come so hard to that shit, dude. I come so hard.
Seed porn is fucking amazing. I jerk off to plants all the time.
Dandelions are my favorite.
That's crazy, but like. Everything comes from the mother.
Yeah, I liked when he was talking about the pyramids.
Yeah,
and he was like, they went deep into all the conspiracies and shit, right? But then he's like, but it's not really crazy. Like, it does make sense.
He said that about a lot of stuff.
Like, walk through each step. It makes sense. Like, if you were an alien, you found a lush green planet, you looked for the best spot. At the time, it's a lush desert or a lush rainforest. Is since turned into a desert, the Sahara Desert, where the pyramids are built, folks. Sorry if you're not following.
It can support life.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, where's the best place to build a buoy? You know, where we put buoys in the ocean for certain shit, like they mean something. Where's the best place to build a base, basically? All right, mathematically, the planet is this big. Let's make the pyramid radius or whatever the fuck of the pyramid, the dimensions of it, exactly the size of the planet. Let's align it to these certain solstices and these certain points in the year and whatever to get the correct lighting. All right, it's a mathematical, like, power plant. And then he's like, that's fucking crazy. And it's like, it's really not crazy. Wouldn't we do the same thing? It's like...
And it takes such a sophisticated level of fucking intelligence, because what I picture when you say that is like it's like a spaceship maybe, or a drone in space, and like it like scans the planet. You know how like we have technology that scans shit, like barcodes and shit. It's like, all right, just gives you all the data on the planet.
Like here, this is the
with
spot.
Like, say something more advanced than Apple glasses those
Vision
things
Pros.
You're like, and you're just scanning through all this information, or maybe it's downloaded directly into your brain.
I think it's beyond our comprehension, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think they can for real like bend energy and shit. Like, they can bend whatever they want. Every molecule that exists in space, I feel like they can bend. Because whenever they talk about the UFOs, they talk about, like, light and shit, but it's not really
and
light.
It always warps
around. It's like an aura. Yeah, and it takes light away from it. It's like can humans bend light? Like, we can build lasers and shit. We can't do any of that shit. And then Bob Lazar talks about he builds that, or he worked on that gravity machine.
Yeah.
It generates gravity? And doesn't gravity depend on the weight? Okay, so this thing is like infinitely dense then if it generates gravity and can push it. How the fuck do you push gravity? Gravity, from our understanding right now in science, is mass equals gravity. However big something is however much mass it has. Like, that's how planets work. That's why we orbit around the sun, is because it's that.
Yes.
How can you make a machine that pushes it? How do you push gravity?
I was going to ask you a question, but let me ask you this. What if it's pulling it?
Then it would suck it to it. But the propellant is pushing.
But like there's no sign of propulsion.
Yeah, exactly, because it's gravity. You can't measure gravity. It's solely based on mass. And that's why it drops from like 25,000 feet to below the surface.
Yes, that's what I'm saying,
Where the water monkeys live. Where the water monkeys live.
Either okay, I got two theories.
All right.
Either they harness the black hole and they can listen.
I'm gonna harness your black hole.
They harness a black hole because that's why I asked. Maybe it's pulling, because a black hole, it pulls everything in, even light, bro. It warps light. It's like zoom, and it's gone. Maybe it transports them somewhere else. Maybe they harnessed it to where they can have a black hole shoot out any place. And if not that, maybe it's a wormhole.
But we also bend light.
Yeah.
With the mass of the Earth, we bend the sun's light around. Like the sun can still set, but there's still sunlight because we bend it.
Either it's infinitely dense or something just pulling it in a way that it warps the light and shit. Because I don't think it would push it in that way. Because like when you have a
he found that element 115.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
That's the fuel for it.
But like with a propulsion device, like a rocket or something, it does warp light a little bit and like warps your vision a little bit, the way you see like. But it's in a different manner because it's like shooting at the back. We're
not there yet. We're starting to get there, but we're not there yet.
It shoots out the back, but it's like bubbles and shit. That's what you see.
You can see it
because it's hot.
You can measure it.
Yeah.
That's why the aliens are like beyond our. That's why I said originally they're beyond our comprehension. Like you were saying, like they scan it and they find the place. I don't even think they do that. I think they just like somehow know. Because imagine making a missile that you can't even see. Like that's the level they're on.
Some Neuralink type shit.
Yeah,
it's kind of like mixed with AI.
Neuralink times like 1,000 years plus like alien technology.
That's what I'm saying. Because it's like Neuralink mixed with the internet mixed with AI. You just know instantly. And what I mean by that is like they're not fucking with the internet. It's all factual, and that's why you say plus this amount of time because it's all the right information. You could just access information instantly.
I know,
and it's the right shit. That's like the type of shit they're on.
I think of it like an engine. Because, like, the way I think of an engine is like a car engine. Mm-hmm. But their engine is just, they move the universal force of an engine. They move gravity. Like, the one thing that's, like, based on things. Mass is things. Gravity is based on mass. So, things equals gravity. They're moving it. But the way we do cars is, like, air plus spark plus fuel plus compression.
That's why I was about to say you can't really...
Like, we're if it's moving things, that's one step, right? Moving things. That's just how their engines
pushing
work.
It forward.
Ours is air plus spark, 2, plus fuel, 3, plus compression. That's 4. If you're in a diesel, it's like 3. It's just air, fuel.
See, and, we can already level it down.
Yeah.
So what if they have like 1 or like something below 1? And what I was gonna
they probably do. We just can't. That's like a different dimension.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was about to say to you. Is I'm not talking shit about your thought process because that's the only thing we can fathom as humans.
Yeah.
But we can imagine it as an engine because the only reason we have engines
that's
is
the only
combustion.
Thing we have to
exactly
to compare it to.
That's exactly what you were saying. Is that it's those 3 things, and so it's only combustion that we could fathom, or steam, or water.
It has to do some sort of reaction.
It has to.
But theirs is like no, it's just this element. It just does it when you turn it on. You just do, something that I can't understand. You do that, and the engine turns on, and it just works. It's insane. It's like electricity. It's like us flipping a light for electricity, but they don't even have to flip the switch. It just turns on when they want it to.
Yeah. Imagine if we brought electricity back to like cavemen. They're dealing with fires and shit. This would kind of be the same thing.
They'd probably get shocked.
They wouldn't fathom it. They'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
But almost they would learn how to do it.
It's a fire in a fucking.
They might not understand it, but they might just be like, "All right, turn the lights on. It's dark outside." Like they might just use like how does light switch work, Cody? Do you want to explain that to me?
But think about this. They only have I guess I'm thinking of they only have lights. So they're still going to need heat and shit. So maybe they would use it, maybe they wouldn't, because they're still going to have to light a fire at the end of the day. But I guess we do have fireplaces, and some people turn that bitch-ass little dim light on. Some people have those homes. And I'm not talking shit, but like...
No, you're right. I'm just saying, like, they might not understand it, but they might still... Yeah, we're doing good.
So we got that other half too.
Yeah, they might not understand it, but they might use it. like, I don't fully understand how light switches work, how that turns on light. Like, I know it's like a cord running to it, and there's power going through it. There's electricity going through it, and there's a second wire that's probably a ground. But that's kind of like as far as my knowledge goes. Like,
so yeah, because they say fossil fuels run our energy grid, but like, what the fuck does that even mean? How do you put a fucking fossil into something to create
we're just
energy?
Dumb too. Maybe we're dumb, but maybe there's also like there's probably people that understand it and people that don't, and I think we fall into the people that don't.
They have to be like engineer type motherfuckers or something.
There's smart people that understand it, but I don't think we're one of them.
I've never looked into it. I'm sure if we looked into it,
I think it's just fun to think about.
Yeah, for
fun
sure.
To be like, what is all of this?
But I'm sure if you and I took a deep dive on it, we'd probably figure it out because it wouldn't be too hard. I'm excited for fucking tacos.
Oh yeah, we gotta make tacos.
My mind's stuck on it.
Should we make tacos? Should we call it? We got like 16 minutes on the other one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's fucking do it.
I love you guys. Peace out. Have a good weekend. Have a good night. Whatever day it is.